I'm back. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk Raptors. I'm your host, Sham, my channel where you get reviews, analysis, predictions, and hot takes on all things Raptors as well as some NBA. So, the Raptors played the New York Knicks today at home, an afternoon game, which I kind of find nice on a Sunday, given that you don't have to stay up late to watch it. And the Raptors won that game. So, without a further ado, let's talk Raptors versus the Knicks. So, it seems like everybody's finally healthy, starting to get into a rhythm. And that is exactly how this game went. So, the Raptors came out guns a-blazing in the first quarter, took, I think, about a 7-point lead or so, and then just kept building on it. And I think by mid first quarter, we were up 17 to about 12. Eventually, by the end of the first quarter, New York Knicks did close the gap. I think we were up by maybe 2 or 4 at that point. Usually that happens whenever our bench unit comes into play, and I'll get to that. So second quarter comes in, and the Raptors again take the lead, go for it, like start playing crazy amount of 3-point shots, getting to the bucket, doing everything that they need to be doing. They throw on the defensive end. They start to clamp up the New York Knicks. They start playing a little bit of zone, man to man, which is pretty much what Nick Nurse always does. Then we go to the third quarter, and it's just Freddie VanVleet, bro. Was it the third or the fourth? He scores like 17 points, and it's just bucket after bucket after bucket. And then OG, same thing. Buckets, and Pascal is assisting everybody. He's doing everything he should be doing. He played kind of like a utility player today. He did a little bit of everything, and it's pretty much over by the end of the third quarter. We had like a 26-point lead or so. Then about mid fourth quarter, again we're still leading by about 25, and then garbage time happens, and we win this game by 120 to a 105. Now, there were some highlight plays. There was this two-hand, dunk by Kembert off of a pick and roll where Freddie puts it right in the middle of the lane. He gets a two-hand slam right in the face. And there was, Scotty Barnes in the first quarter where he gets a fast break and then does, off of a missed shot. He comes in flying and, gets a layup over somebody's body and everything like that. So there were a lot of highlight plays because it was a blowout. And it's understandable given that the New York Knicks were depleted. There was no Julius Randle, and he's their primary guy. Derrick Rose wasn't there, so it was what it was. It was kind of the same situation as we faced in Cleveland, and we kind of maintained our respectfulness that Cleveland did not. Our guys did not jump up and down on every fucking play. They did not act like a complete bunch of douchebags playing a team that they know is completely depleted. They played the game with respect and with sportsmanship, and that's how you need to do it. So Cleveland, when you come back, let's see, bro. Let's see. I'm still pissed about that shit. Anyways, so guys, that was pretty much the summary of the game. There wasn't much there to talk about, but let's get to the key takeaway. The first key takeaway I got for you guys is Freddie VanVleet playing like a damn all-star, man. In the last 2 games, he's had 66 points, and he's averaging almost 28 points in the past games, even before the COVID till now. The guy is going off, and the Raptors fans need to vote for him. Now, I know that we need to, vote for Pascal and OG. I don't know how the voting is working these days, but, instead of selecting, splitting our votes, we need to just vote for one guy, and that should be Freddie VanVleet. He deserves this because he's playing amazing on the offensive end, and given his size, he does a great job deflecting the ball, reaching in, not getting fouls, and defending on a very, very high caliber, right? So we need to vote just for Freddie VanVleet, and I want to, let the Raptor fans know that is exactly the guy we need to be voting for. He's carrying us right now, especially with the leadership on and off the floor, man. And that kind of segues into my second key takeaway, which is these guys are looking good. Hopefully, pray to God they stay healthy because OG is finally getting into the rhythm, right? He's getting his back to the bucket back. He's becoming more physical. His 3-point shot is starting to look good again. It's not as, he's not being as short as he was, is clanking off the rim and all that stuff. And Pascal, man, Pascal is rebounding at a like a high clip, man. Last game he had 19 rebounds. This game he had how many? Let me see here. 14 rebounds. I think the game where he just came back, he had about 9 to 10 rebounds or 12 rebounds in that game. He's really, really playing an all-out utility player game, which is what we want from him because he's scoring the ball, he's rebounding the ball, and he's assisting the ball. So these guys are playing very well together. They look good. Even on the defensive end, there's not as many breakdowns in the defense. Usually the breakdowns tend to happen when the bench unit comes in, and that is my third key takeaway, guys. Chris Boucher is doing a good job off of the bench, but again, like I keep saying, his contract is expiring. I don't think we can pay him as much as we can, he might be wanting, and we need to get something out of him because Preston Chichua is doing well coming off the bench, at least defensively, right? Kem Birch is for some reason coming off of the bench as well, even though he looks very well when he's coming, from the starting lineup. But again, we have two centers, and we have Daniel Toro on a very cheap deal, which we can continue to extend for a while. Based on that, hardship exceptions. So, and then we got Justin Champagnie. So I don't see Chris Boucher continuing for us to be a player we need off of the bench. I get our bench sucks right now. Savi's not doing well. Malachi's not doing well. Delano's gone into a slump. Justin's not getting as many minutes as he should be. So yes, the bench is struggling, but that doesn't mean you don't think of the future and you think of your finances. So I still stick by the fact that Chris Boucher needs to be traded at the trade line if there's a good trade for him, not for any some shitty player. And a player you can target is, I think his name is Isaac Smith or Isaiah Smith or something like that in Phoenix, who's a big center, big body, and he's pretty good. So the bench is not doing well, and I think the bench needs to take a hard look in the mirror. They get good shots, they're just not nailing them. They need more practice, I guess. But I guess maybe now that we have everybody back, that the bench will, finally be in the roles that they should be. And once they get comfortable, maybe they'll have an oomph. But if they don't, then the bench unit needs to be shuffled, and Masai needs to come up with something better for us, because the starting unit is looking damn good. And that goes into my fourth key takeaway, guys, which is, or is it the third? Anyways, that we are primed for a run to get into the playoff. And I'm not talking about the play-in, the 7-8 seed. No, we're good to get to the 6 seed if we continue to have all of our guys, because we are 4 games or 5 games behind everybody in the league. So we got 5 games to make up all of the grounds that we have. And the East is so close. It's like 1 or 2 game differences between every team, that we can end up at the 6th spot, given that Cleveland is now starting to suffer because Ricky Rubio has suffered an injury. I hope he has a good recovery. But we have that capability of getting the number 6 seed. And the number 6 seed is prime for us, because you don't want to play the Chicago Bulls right away. You don't want to play the Brooklyn Nets. Milwaukee, you played in the past, and you do a better job at defending them than you do at other teams. So you're able to tackle them. And Milwaukee's sitting at number 3 right now. Even if they drop, the number 4 seed is going to come up. And they're not, who is it? I don't remember. Anyways, so we're going to be good at the number 6 spot, and I think we can get there if we keep all of our guys healthy and they play the way they've been playing. Yes, we haven't played the teams, high-end teams just yet, but these are the games we should be winning, and these are the games that will get us back into the standings of getting to the number 6 spot. The last key takeaway is a tiny one, guys. I just think Malachi Flynn, man, he's not getting much play time. He's a good kid. He's put in the work and everything like that. I don't see him flourishing here because I guess he's, for some reason, in a doghouse with Nick Nurse, or his size or something like that. If we can get some value for him off of the bench and let the kid have a better career than just coming in for like 4 or 5 minutes a game, is, something that I just feel like I feel for the kid. So I think it's something that Masai needs to take a look at. And I get he was a first round pick. He's done a good job and everything like that. You don't want to get rid of assets that quickly, but if you're not going to be able to use him, bring in assets that you do need to use. For example, a shooting guard off of the bench, because Sevilla is not doing a great job right now. So, or a big center, right? So that's something that the Raptors need to take a look at. Anyways, guys, so the MVP for this game, hands down, Freddie VanVleet. He shot 35 points, 11 of 17 from the floor, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and the you could say the hockey MVP was Siakam with 20 points, 14 rebounds, and 7 assists. These guys are looking damn good, and I'm happy about it. So that's all I have for you guys for this video. I will see you guys after the next game. Hope everybody's having a good New Year's. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you guys later.